Welcome guys to a brand new video on solo leveling Arise. In today's video, what we want to do is take a look at the hunter's weapon and go over the most important ones in the game. As you can see right now, I have a lot of the hunter's weapon. There's a couple of ones I don't have because I don't use those characters, or I just don't think those characters are good, so there's no reason to get the weapons. But hopefully this video is going to be helping you guys out, because I do know the resources required to get the hunter weapons are extremely hard to get. So obviously your decision has to be the right and correct decision, so I can't stress this enough. Watch this video to the end. This is extremely important. I have recently bought the entirety of it from the shop over here. Where is it? Hunter exclusive. So this one is extremely hard to get. You have to rank top 3 in the power of destruction to even have a chance to drop this, besides getting it from the exchange shop from over here, or using your weapon materials to exchange. As you can see, I did do it once. Of course, I am a pay to play player. I can sacrifice some SR weapons to get this. It's fine for me. But obviously as a free to play player, you guys should not be doing this at the moment, because I don't think you guys have a lot of dupes up SR, so it's probably not worth getting this one over here. So hopefully you guys find this video helpful and overall useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, show support to the channel, and let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and get 60 likes as well, and let me know down in the comment section if you agree or disagree. Now, just gonna be clear, if a SSR character isn't good but the weapon is good, it's then a really difficult choice, because it's like, is the weapon going to make that character better? Is it worth going just to make the character better, or just to enhance another amazing SSR character in general? So actually, before we go over the weapons, quick disclaimer on who the best characters is, going in order. So Seo is number 1, the best character in the game, followed by Choi at number 2. Emma and Choi can actually be interchangeable, it's fine. But 2, 3, 4, I think, 5, I don't know if I did him, but 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is the order, in my opinion, of the best SSR characters, going from 1 being the best all the way to 10. So just a quick summary on who those SSR characters that are good. But let's go over to the weapons. Now, Seo's weapon, honestly, get this weapon. If you have Seo, you most definitely need to get this weapon. However, there is a requirement. So it increases the user's crit hit rate damage by 5% when the user uses Water Dragon Rush, Lightning Kick, heavy attacks for Water Dragon Rush, and heavy attacks for Lightning Kick. Now, one amazing feature about this is there is no time limit. There is no like, oh, you stack it one time and then it's only available for 10 seconds or something like that. You can stack this for a very long time. Or well, as you can see, there's only 20 times you can stack it, which means you can increase your crit damage by 20%. And obviously you also have the flat 5% from here as well, so 25% crit damage over here. So this weapon actually enhances Seo's damage in general, and she is a amazing damage dealer. Not only that, Seo is an amazing damage dealer. She provides you guys with utility with the shield, and yeah, what else? She's a breaker character, so that's 3 amazing abilities she has. Now, obviously you want to build her with crit, or you want to make sure she has crit, as you can see. Now, I don't think, okay, my gear right now is this. So yes, I have this shield gear. In general, I don't think this is probably the best build. I don't think this is. I think the best gear is probably going to be this one over here for her, because you can get the crit rate and the crit damage enhancements even more. But right now I just really have terrible pieces of this, so there is no way I'm gonna do this, especially when I need to get crit rate as well. So you need to make sure you have crit hit rates in your stats as well. So if you guys have a terrible build for Seo, then do not get that weapon, honestly, simply because you need that crit hit rate and you need that crit damage. For me, this is absolutely a must-have for me, because as you can see, it's not like 60% crit rate, but this is probably the highest crit rate I have right now, besides for my Seo Jiwoo. So this is 44%. If I go over to my Emma, it's 32. Beastman literally only has 5. So crit rate is very hard to get, literally. Even with the golden set or legendary set, it's extremely hard to get crit rate. So it might be extremely hard for you guys to get the perfect set for Seo and then definitely use the weapon. So as you can see, Seo literally got lucky with the set I have for her. I've gotten a bunch of crit rate on her, which is making her crit a lot more often. In fact, I could probably try and find a better piece for this one. If there's crit rate, I will instantly switch it. but it's not looking like we have crit rate available. So it is going to be a hard thing to go for. So we got HP, which is very good. HP and HP, that's the only two things I really like. Oh, MP consumption reduction, that's pretty useful. MP and damage increase. So yeah, we don't really have any gear for her. So if you don't have crit rate for her, you don't have the good build for her, you can't really utilize this over here. But trust me, once you do, this is an insane weapon. Insane weapon. For me, this was the amazing choice, because with this weapon I was able to clear Cerberus tier 8. Where is it? So I'm able to clear this with this team. No, that's not my team. The team I use is literally this team, and I'm able to clear it. My two main damage dealers are this ones. I just use Baek for an additional break damage plus the defense down as well. So Seo, absolutely amazing with that weapon, but you need that crit rate and you need that crit damage as well. So in the future, it's definitely going to be something you want, but maybe not right now, depending on your build. But it's an insane weapon. Next up, we have Baek's one over here, which increases the user's light damage by 4% when attacking target with the white flame effect, increases the user's defense by 5%. Okay, in general, this will enhance Baek's damage, but honestly, not your main priority. I mean, Baek is a really good breaker in terms of like best breakers in the game. Seo number 1, Emma number 2, Baek number 3, Lim number 4, and this guy at number 5. So Baek is a really good breaker, but I don't think you need to focus on his damage just yet, so you don't exactly need his weapon, so you can pass up on that for now. So next up, we got Lee Bora. If you have Lee Bora, this basically increases the user's attack by 2.5%, and target hit by the user's strengthening charm have both the damage they take from crit hits and the chance of receiving crit damage increase by 2.5%. This, can't lie, is a really good weapon. It's a really good one. My only thing is, are you guys currently using Lee Bora? That's where the answer here lies, because I don't really use Lee Bora. She's not my go-to character, but in fact, I've got everyone's weapon right now that I care about. So I think Lee Bora actually will be the next weapon I try to get. Yeah, so it's a really good weapon. It's a really good weapon, but make sure you are using Lee Bora so that you can actually, use this weapon at the same time. If you're not using Lee Bora that often, then what's the point of getting this weapon, even if it's good? It's a really good weapon though, because it enhances your overall damage you do to the opponents because of that charm you apply to the user, you apply to the enemy. So this is actually really good. Okay, next up we got Min's one. So this is Min. Yep, I have this was the latest weapon I got. So increases user's HP, which allows him to heal better. You don't care about his damage is doo-doo. When the user uses Heavenly Blessing, the user and a team member's damage dealt increase by 4% for 16 seconds. Really good. Of course, with more dupes, it increases all the way to 16%, which makes it an amazing weapon. But right now it's only 4%, but then again, most of the weapons have really shit stats at the start, or shit percentage at the start. So it's not like it's going to be that bad, except for Seo, of course. It goes all the way to 20 and 25% crit damage, which is nutty, even at one dupe. So that's actually really insane. Anyways, going over to him again, it's a really good weapon, but he is a support character, so he's not going to be a main priority when it comes to your weapons. Get your damage dealers first, your breakers first, and then focus on Min. But this will actually enhance your character's damage in general, so it is good. So Heavenly Blessing, let's quickly go over to what Heavenly Blessing is. I believe it's it's when you use your ultimate skill, which is perfect. Even this will be absolutely amazing for when Choi comes out. So yeah, it's a really good weapon, but obviously, like I said, main damage dealers first, then you can focus on him later. So next up we have, many people don't use him and many people don't think he's that great. So in general, probably not your main priority to get, but let's just go ahead and read his skill. So this is for Hwang Dongsoo. The users, let me know if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. I actually do think I'm doing a really good job at pronouncing the Korean names. If anyone is Korean, let me know. I might just be guessing myself too much. But anyways, the user's wind damage increases by 4%, increases user's basic skill damage by 3% when the when the impulse rager of madness effect activates, and you can stack this for 4 times. Once again, there is no cooldown, so this is perfect. So 4 times 3 is 12%. So actually not a bad weapon. That's if you're using him. Many people are not using him. I will actually try to build him. I still think he's B tier, but it could be possibly A tier. So I will try building him. I've already got his level up. So I think the next thing to do is just give him good gears. But right now, terrible gear. Terrible artifacts for him that so I can't really work on him just yet. So I will try and work on him later on. But I think this in general is not bad to enhance his damage. He is meant to be a damage dealer. So yeah. But I won't say he's your main priority, so you can save him for later. Next, we got Emma. Build it. Emma is the go-to breaker. Emma is amazing. I don't know why you guys haven't built this first, but okay. Increases damage dealt to targets affected by the break effect. Okay, so of course, this is probably not going to be universal because not every opponent has the break effect, but still, really, really good ability for bosses. Because in the future, we're still going to get more bosses with break effects. I think that's something that's going to keep gets added to the game. For end game content, you will need to break the boss's stuff. So yeah. Increased damage dealt to affected by break effect by 4%. When heat absorption activates, the user's damage dealt is increased by 1.5%. Again, you can stack this up to 4 times. Now, if you build Emma correctly, now my best build for Emma right now is focusing on break right here, but over here I have the executioner, but that's not the best one. The best one is where you use the viridescent one. I think it's called viridescent. No, concentration of firepower. Sorry, this one. When you use the concentration of viridescent, there we go. Concentration of firepower, because you then reduce the cooldown of your basic skill, which allows you to use the skill more often, which already has a really short cooldown, as you can see, 8 seconds. It's really short in my opinion. So with that gear, you will actually be able to reduce it by like 1 to 2 seconds, which would be very, very helpful. And if you take a look at the weapon again, activates when heat absorption, which you will activate a lot. It's a lot easier to activate heat absorption. Use the skill 1, do like 2 basic attacks before you get your core attack, and then you have heat absorption maxed out. So yeah. Heat absorption activates very easily, so you actually stack this up really, really easily. So damage data is increased by 1.5 times that by 4. So I do think it's a really, really good weapon. And since Emma is one of the top tier characters in the game, you absolutely want to go ahead and build this as well. Okay, next up, okay, nope, we're not going to talk about this. We are not going to talk about him. Yeah, we are not. Okay, next we got Choi. You guys should have already gotten it for the event. So of course dupes, like I said, dupes make it even better. So this is really nice. With dupes, 20%, increase the user's attack by 18%. It's nutty, very, very good weapon. But of course, get this for free first, and then focus on other characters' weapon, and then you try and max this out later on. Lim's weapon. Okay, so I recently made a video talking about Lim being overrated. I still stand with that. I think he's overrated because his damage is just completely locked behind his ultimate, and Baek is just way better to use. Of course Emma is better, of course Seo is better, but Lim in general just isn't that great for what I've tested. However, this weapon seems to be really, really good because it increases the user's dark damage by 4%. When they use a basic attack within 10 seconds after using quick action, it increases their attack by 6%, which is nice, and it's for 30 seconds, and you can stack this up to 2 times. So that's a 12% increase to your attack, which is it's really good. It's good. But once again, since I already said Lim is average, this weapon will probably make him, like, I'm not saying it's average, sorry. Lim is definitely A tier. If I had a tier list from, well, I've already made a recent tier list, go ahead and check it out. So it went from S plus all the way to like B tier. I put Lim at A. So if Lim is already A tier, I do think this weapon will definitely make his damage even better with his normal attacks, because like I mentioned, Lim's damage isn't good with his normal and basic attacks. His damage is completely locked to this, and of course you want to use this abilities as well, but when you use what does it say, heavy, wait a minute, wait, go back for a second. Quick act, when using quick attack typhoon fire, go back. Okay, let me do this again. Quick attack, it better not be a support skill, because I'll be ass. No, good, that's heavy attack. So which one is quick attack? It's this one, isn't it? Nope. Dark shots, short term maneuver, typhoon fire. Oh, so it's ultimate again. It's okay, it's locked behind. Again, they really want this guy to do insane amount of damage with his ultimate. His damage is good, but it just makes up for all the other really average damage he does from his basic attack. So in general, it's just addition. It's not really, so it's all locked behind this quick attack. So 45 seconds. Okay, what does it say again? Let's go back to codex. Let's go back. So within 10 seconds after, okay, increase the user's, yep, when using a basic attack within 10 seconds of this, increases, you want to max this, 6 seconds, attacks up to 10. You can get a 6 times 8. That's really good, actually. So okay, yeah, you definitely want to max out his weapon before you actually see how good his damage is, just basically, I think. Yeah, I think the weapon is good, don't get me wrong, but like, you might have to max it out. I mean, you don't have to max it out, sorry. You can get this minimum investment, it's fine, but you will still find that the other breakers are just way better than him. In my opinion, you will actually notice that. And I'm not the only one who thinks this as well, by the way. So I think it's a good weapon though. Of course, get this weapon, this is insane. It's new right now, so you go ahead and get it. So if I was to rank, I can't really rank it, but I will say the most important ones, in my opinion, if you have Seo with crit rate and crit damage, this is going to be your go-to weapon. First of all, this is insanely good. 20% increase to your crit, 25% increase to your crit hit damage is really nice for her damage in general. So I value this weapon a lot. And then obviously Emma's weapon is insane, Choi's weapon is insane. I do find Min's weapon really useful as well. I'm not gonna really talk about Lim because I just still don't think it's that great. So it is what it is. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I will say that weapons for SSR, you won't really see how nutty it is with just one copy of it. You really want to max it out in the future. So if I max this out, oh my days, this is nutty. 6 times 20, bro. And a 20%, this is honestly, like, maxed out, this is the best weapon for hunters, literally, I think. Besides Choi's one as well. Choi's one is really nutty. So let me see, let me look at it when it's maxed out. 12% increases users defense by 20%. This will be useful again. 10%. This is good as well, of course. Mins 16 for, yeah, this is good. This is really good. Of course, when they're maxed out, it's really broken. So wait, what is this one? Stacks are increased even more. Okay, this is good as well. Choi's one is broken, I think, though. This is really good. And I do think his is really good as well when it's maxed out. Damn, 30%? Nutty. Okay. Anyways, hopefully you guys find this video helpful. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.